Good morning, everyone. I hope you're better today than you were yesterday. It's hot. It's been hot. It's going to keep being hot for almost mid-September. I want to talk to you really quickly about a book that I'm super excited about, Polyface Designs. This is, I wouldn't say a blueprint for success, but I would say a blueprint for infrastructure, a blueprint for guidance. Justin Rhodes wrote the foreword to this book. If you're not familiar with Justin Rhodes, I suggest searching him out, YouTube. He also has an independent channel called Abundance Plus, very informative. That is a paid subscription, but well worth it. It's been my finding anyway. Very inspirational story, very real. Not everything's perfect. Life is life. Very relatable. So I do highly recommend it, especially if it's somebody that if you're somebody who's looking to figure out how can I do more for myself, for my family. But as far as this book that I want to talk about, the main idea of this book is right in the title: scalable. If you want to do something small, if you want to have a small couple acre homestead, if you want to have a blowout production, you're going all in, you're going to have land, and you're going to make money and survive and thrive off of your land, Joel Salatin is someone to pay very close attention to, especially more and more people are becoming aware of the importance of soil health and how that affects our health and our wellness, and that circular effect. What we put in is what we give, and that includes our animals. Everyone wants to have the best lifestyle possible, including those beings that feed and sustain us. So I would highly recommend this book. It is an investment, but you will hear over and over again if you go and look up Justin Rhodes, if you go to Sow the Land, any of them really, find where your niche is and find who clicks. Once you start looking at Justin, it'll just automatically start populating and you'll be like, oh, what's this? Oh, what's this? It's curious. Infrastructure is huge, and this is something that we take very seriously. You can have all the pieces and all the parts, like, oh, I want to have this, I want to have that, I want to have this, I want to have that. And Sean and I actually have a 5-year calendared schedule of what we're building, what's the threshold to make the next step happen. And I always thought that animals would be much further down the line. I always thought that, or the first instinct was, oh, you start with chickens. Everybody starts with chickens. Start with chickens. The last thing I would ever do is pigs. That was where I started in this journey. And through looking and reading and researching, I've kind of done a 180 on that. Now we have to redo the 5-year calendar and interject pigs at the beginning. That's just for us. This for the overall health, wellness, and growing of our homestead, our property, and our future. I think is going to include critters much, much earlier. This is a great resource. I will tell you, if you're paying by the pound, you're getting your money's worth, because this book is about 5 pounds. But if you can see here, all of these beautiful colors, they're all separated by animal. So you've got your chickens, your cows, your pigs, rabbits. It doesn't go into a whole lot of specificity for sheep and goats, but I'm sure some of these structures are adaptable to multiple things. But this is, if you're not a construction person, this could not be easier as far as step by step. In the first bit, it's chickens, and it's talking about broiler shelters, and literally takes you through hardware, the tools you need, the lumber you need, how to cut the lumber, how to piece it together. We're fortunate in that we have experience in construction and in building. So this is maybe more detail than we would necessarily need, but we do see the value, especially if it's somebody who, like a lot of people, when they start this, they just kind of throw their hands up in the air and be like, okay, we're done. We're going out we're going out, we're buying land, we're doing this thing. This is a book to have. Make sure you study your infrastructure, and this will get your structures kind of narrowed down, and you can make them as big or as small as you need. I'm really excited. I just went through the chicken structures last night, and I'm going to go and kind of probably more focus on the pasture pig idea, because that's, like I said, probably going to be our number one even before chickens. But we'll see. We'll see what happens, and we'll see what land we actually end up with. But I just wanted to jump on here real quick, let you know about this book, Polyface Designs. It is comprehensive, and it is a very detailed guide. So I do recommend the investment of this. It's not going to go anywhere. You're not going to lose power. You're not going to lose it if you lose the cloud. You can sit on your shelf for the days that you want to dream, or for the days that you're ready to make your first lumber order. So I encourage everyone. And the foreword by Justin is very touching. It's he's a great storyteller. I do admire his ability to tell a story, and this is just another reflection. I know there's another book coming out, a micro book. So I don't think it's microgreens, but I think it's micro farming, which I'm curious to find more out about. And when I do, I will let you know. Other than that, we'll touch base next time. See you later.